lot sweeter than I remember them to be. Okay. So, stream started a little bit later than I usually try and do it on these days, aka Wednesdays, because I have something to do. Just eat food and actually take care of myself for once. I need to lower this down. Maybe maybe like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't be eating coconut curry and then eating sour gummy worms after I eat coconut curry. It's kind of a weird, I don't know, kind of a wacky thingy thing, haha. Okay, I need to breathe, inhale, exhale. I'm just gonna keep eating these gummy worms right now. Maybe in the future I'll do like waiting screen stuff, but it feels kind of out of character for me. I feel like the only thing, Egg, Blessed by Egg Voice. Oh, hi Silas. Always good to see you here. Oh man. I need to breathe properly. Oh my gosh, yesterday I was having trouble breathing, like, because I was freaking out, but it's okay. I'm okay now. Maybe it's because of the change in weather or whatever, but... And then I realized I need to wear, like, more clothes. Most of the time when I stream, I don't wear a lot of clothes. Because, like, I get sweaty. I don't know. Maybe it's something about talking to people who I can't see that just makes me all worked up. Not in a bad way. Okay. Originally, I was planning to stream a game, but like, I was like, what if I don't? I might do Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion maybe this weekend or sometime soon. I don't know. But this week we don't have a Stardew Valley Sunday because Leah's busy, Tenon's busy, Dina's not dizzy but busy, you know. And I have too much free time. Oh, that makes it sound kind of, oh, hey, wait. Got this brush recently and I'm like trying to test it out. 7? Ooh, cute. Tino. Yeah, okay. But yeah, basically everyone's busy and I'm not. I might have something to do on Sunday, but I do have something special planned for Sunday since there is no Stardew Sunday. So yeah, it might be a little bit different, but it'll probably still be the same because of, well, I don't know. I don't know if things would be any different compared to how my streams usually are. Okay. But yeah, basically everyone's busy. Next week, they'll definitely be able to make it. And next week, Wednesday, I do have a collab with Leah on her stream channel, yes. And we're gonna be playing we're gonna be playing a game, and somehow I managed to convince her to buy it, and I was like, Wow, we're actually doing it. We're doing it. Hello, dozing off. But yeah, this Wednesday's collab might be a little bit, I don't know. All I know is that I'm gonna be very delirious throughout the entire thing. That's probably it. And I'm gonna go insane. I'm gonna go rabid. Rabid in a good way, but like probably in a bad way as well. I don't know. 2D people sometimes make me like a little bit insane, a little bit silly, some people might say, but I can't hear what you said, but hi, hello. But yeah, I think that, I don't know. Right now, I'm currently regretting my choice of eating coconut curry and then having like trolley sour gummy worms. Like, what was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I was like, oh, maybe I'll need it because I get kind of hungry sometimes. And then, like, I started eating it and I was like, oh, maybe this was a bad idea. But then I kept eating it because I'm like, I already opened the thing, you know? And I don't, where is it? Oh, it's all the way over here. I have a couple left. These are also like the minis because it's Halloween candy that I stole from Halloween candy. Because of the area that we currently live in, we kind of have to like. Oh, definitely. I didn't eat a lot though because of my medication. It doesn't make me that hungry. So there's that. I mean, I didn't eat too much. I ate just about enough to probably count as a mini healthy snack because lately my parents have been bugging me about eating healthier and I'm like, yes, I got it. I know, I'll try. Because I've been trying to like min-max my streaming time that I have. So part of it has also been not eating lunch and just going right into streaming, which is probably a bad idea, but at the same time, I don't usually feel particularly hungry when I stream. I mean, I could snack on stream, but like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like saying things and then I'm like, okay, I gotta eat something. And then I try and say things while I'm eating something and then I choke. So I need to like slow down a little bit sometimes. Ah, man. Yo, Katsu, what's up and how is your room doing? Oh my god. Okay, so I was actually going to take out the trash today until I spent all of my energy in the morning doing the laundry. Doing the laundry took a lot out of me. But also I was like, oh, I don't want to. I'm gonna bring back the trash cans later today anyways, after my class. So like, I'll probably do it after class. I was also debating on whether or not I should stream at this time because I was like, oh, what if I just do it after class? Because I was like, oh, I still have some time after class before dinner. But I was like, you know what? I'll just do it at my regular afternoon time, or whatever time it is for everyone else. Okay, I think I'm almost done eating these. Like, so far I've gathered everything, so it's like pretty much organized. Most of the time my trash isn't scattered around the room. It's in places where I clearly know where they are. I do also need to organize my closet. I feel like, I don't know. Oh, okay. I will ask you again tomorrow just to be sure. Okay, well, good to know. Okay, yeah, maybe it was a mistake eating sour gummy worms after like having coconut curry, but it's okay. I've had worse, I was about to say what's the worst that could happen, but I was like, there's no way. I'm not gonna do that to myself today, bro. I have like a class I need to go to in a couple hours. So I'm like, praying that maybe a part of me will retain the sanity of being able to process all this. Oh wow, my stomach's really hurting. This is a bad idea. Oh my god, why did I choose that? To be fair, I literally just put my hand in the bag and just was like, okay, whatever happens, I'm gonna like grab something and maybe eat it on stream or during stream or off stream. But like I ended up eating it anyways, so maybe I should have had more of the coconut curry, but I don't really like eating spicy food. I have an aversion to spice. I'm pretty sensitive to spice and spices in general. So I know when something is really peppered up, and it always bothers me a lot. I hate peppercorn. I hate peppercorn. That's all you need to know. And wasabi is fine if I have soy sauce to wash it down with. Pretty much as long as I have like a combination of something I'm okay with and I can tolerate with the spice, then like I can eat the spicy food. I'm not a very particularly picky person in general. I don't know. I didn't realize that I wasn't a very picky kid until I met other kids my age and saw their eating habits, and I was like, wow, how did your parents put up with you? Because oh my god, there was this one kid who I forgot. Oh my gosh. I remember when he came over to our house once. He was my brother's friend, and my mom had a hard time like figuring out what he liked because he was pretty picky about what he ate, and she wanted him to eat something. My mom's the type of person who makes sure that everyone eats healthy food. But like not in extreme ways, like, oh, vegan for everything, gluten free, you know. But more so on the basic level of, hey, you need to at least eat your greens, your carbs, your meat, your protein, your dairy, and like stuff like that, basically. So yeah. Oh, thanks for the raid, Kami. What the fuck? Okay. Wow, guys, I got raided again, and this is kind of awkward taco moment. And I am kind of close to having two entire bodies of viewers, by the way. I have 1.9, so I have like one body and 0.9. So I just need like another point percentage of someone's body. So if any viewers would like to donate their bodies to this channel, then that would be very helpful for my crusade. For my crusade. Hi, Kami. Hello, Yuzu. Hello. Okay. Oh my God. Hello, Varatio. Hello. Hello, Basil, Tina, Sage. Okay. Very cool, guys. I'm also on my mission to reach 999. Okay, I can't even word math correctly, so you guys can probably figure that out on your own. Whatever. Any specific preference for body parts? Preferably not the genitals. I think I have enough of those already. I think I would prefer at least a head, maybe, or torso. A torso is pretty big, but like skin is fine as well. Did you know that human taxidermy is illegal because this parts of like our body and like organs in general have a lot of laws surrounding them, and also human taxidermy in general, because like you scrape off because you like de-skin a human. The issue of de-skinning a human is the fact that our body uses a lot of like blood and moisture for like the skin to look robust and nice, you know. So like when you taxidermy something, there is no moisture for that, so the skin eventually becomes crunchy and all purple looking. That's your random fact of the day, guys. To be fair, I mean, there was another stream a couple streams back where I literally just talked about the history of human taxidermy, and it was quite something. Like, wow, we learned so much that stream, especially oh my god, that stream was okay. But like currently I draw, I mean, hi, what is poppin', guys, newcomers, raiders? My name's Katsuaji K, or Katsu, or K, or whatever people call me nowadays. But I am an egg. You see that weird little white thing right there on your screen? Yeah, that's an egg, okay? I may look like a shitty, a shitty egg that was drawn pretty shittily in this paint, but I am an egg. And I draw a lot. Most of my streams are drawing streams. Sometimes I do art stream. No, sometimes I do art streams. Like sometimes I play games too. Sometimes on the veins, but like I don't really have a specific genre of games that I play all the time. I guess I think the most consistent thing to look forward to would be the Stardew collabs that happen every Sunday, but unfortunately there isn't going to be one this week because everyone's busy, but I'm going to be doing a Stardew collab. It's going to be a secret, a collab, and I'm sure a lot of people will like it. But yeah, there's also going to be, what else? Not a lot of things. I don't know. Today's going to be one of my shorter streams anyways, because I have class. Music instrument class that I take, because it helps me be more chill sometimes. I say sometimes, but not really. I don't know. Sometimes it makes me feel like I need to... Sometimes it makes me realize that, oh, I should go to therapy more, but that's okay. I am just a regular egg. You can crack me open if you'd like, but maybe you'll find nothing there, or maybe you'll find something in there. What might come out of the egg? Yeah, I wonder what will come out of the egg. Hopefully it'll be nothing generic, you know? Like, what if it is something pretty generic? I don't know anymore. Eggs, eggs, eggs. Man, I remember when I used to really like eating egg salad sandwiches, but then people always complained about the smell because they're weird. They're like, oh, the smell of the food. I'm like, okay, fine, bitch. Just let me eat my fucking egg salad sandwich in peace. You are valid. Please don't be Raid Shadow Legends. I can't be Raid Shadow Legends, but I can play it. I can play it. Kind of, I like started considering playing Raid Shadow Legends after the amount of like YouTubers I kept watching kept getting like ads, kept getting sponsored, and I was like, hey, what if I just play Raid just for like the sake of using all of their codes? You know, and I actually haven't played, so you know, that's one thing. But from what it looks like, I'm like, wow, I could basically, it's like one of those turn-based things with like gotcha or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, it's one of those. I tried it, it's not good, lol. It's okay. Maybe it'll make for good content of me just tearing my hair or whatever is left on my head out over game quality design, whatever, and be like, wow, guys, look at my cute little orc. He's so kawaii. Desu. Yeah. That eye looks pretty shitty, but that's okay. I'll fix that later. Wait. Okay. I'm just like trying to finish this piece, and because I'm like this piece is part of a series of other pieces for a kind of tabletop roleplay thing, but not really because there is no tabletop part, so I guess it's literally just a roleplay, but sometimes it uses dice rolls and mechanics, so I'm like, whatever. I guess it's a hybrid of some kind of crap. He's a NPC, non-playable character, literally. And he's a Tea Party host, William. William, why did I choose the most generic name for this guy? I gotta go veg for a while, and may we meet again, and may we meet again on the dark side. No, may we meet again. Good night, Basil. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Oh wait, that was actually a pretty good one. Why did I delete that? I don't know. Okay. Wow, I can hear the garbage trucks outside. Isn't that nice? Yesterday it was like the leaf blowers. Today it's the garbage truck. But I shouldn't be too surprised. Okay. Was I using a different brush? Oh my gosh, I think I was. Okay, you know what? It's fine. I will deal with this as I go. I just have... I just... Oh my gosh. Top 10 moments where I forget what I was doing when I was drawing this piece. It's okay though. Okay. I need to chill out. I need to chill out. Okay, and then this. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's lower this down a little bit more so I can see what it... Okay, it's not that bad. Let me make this. Oh, what is that? Okay, wow. This is fucked up. Okay. There. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna kill someone. Okay. There. Boom. It's one of these. Why did I make his hairstyle so annoying to do? Pulled back up. Usually I do long-haired long-haired boys, but this time I was like, I've been drawing too many long-haired boys. I need to make one with slicked back hair. At least one of them. And William, unfortunately, became my target. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against long-haired boys, but there's a point where I'm like, oh, I have too many guys with long hair. Okay, how do I... Oh my gosh. How do I... I'm having like a brain fart moment where I'm like trying to figure out how to draw something. Because I know how to draw it, but I don't know at the same time. Okay. That's better. Okay. Very cool. Okay, there's literally nothing. Okay, well, I'm just gonna make this into whatever kind of flower it will be. Like, no guarantees that this will be any certain species either. Originally, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I should draw a flower species that's like this for the symbolism. Isn't that so cool? And then I run out of time and I'm like, shoot, I don't have time for this. And so I just draw some random looking flower that looks in between a carnation and like a rose question mark, but not really. I don't know. I don't freaking know. Maybe it looks like a peony. No, actually no, peonies don't look like this. Me when I get my flowers mixed up. Okay. Like, sure, there are Cliff Studio assets for this, but at the same time, none of them would adequately fit the style and they would just jarringly stand out. And I'm like, yeah, let's just go with this for now. Okay, I also have to remember, keep in the back of my mind that I'm gonna rate someone before I end stream. Usually I just be like, okay, I'm tired, I'm gonna end stream. No, I have to, I not, it's not I have to, I just kind of want to use the raid feature a lot more on my channel. Okay. Finger time. I was about to say finger in time until I realized how bad that sounded, but like, you know what? Finger in time is also like a nice way to put it. Finger in time. Oh, this reminds me of an image that I saw on my Twitter feed today. No, it wasn't today, it was yesterday. And it was like this person holding up two pruny like fingers while the rest of it was like, all the rest of the fingers on his hand were not pruny. And I was like, oh, this is like, where was he sticking those fingers up in? And then I realized where he was, where he could have been sticking them up, and I was like, oh boy, I sure hope his wrist gets some rest or whatever. I don't freaking know, man. I was just like, how? Why? And also, when your fingers or like skin gets really pruny after a while, it just looks weird to look at. I don't know why. It's like this weird sensation inside of me that's like just repulsed. Okay. Okay. I guess it's I literally have the fingers cut off at like this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. What did I do? What did I do? Okay. Oh my gosh, it's too big. This is a little bit too big too. Goodbye. This looks kind of like poo-poo, but that's okay. I will fix this as well. To the best of my abilities, I think. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay, finger up in the air. Okay, that's about right. Need to. Okay, did I finish eating? Oh, no, I don't think I finished eating all the gummies. Okay. Last trolley gummy before I shit myself. Okay, I'm done. If I don't stream tomorrow, it's because I died from eating coconut curry with trolley gummies afterwards. What a way to go. I remember there was this one lady, I forgot if this was like a real thing or like if it was some kind of like fake story thing. I don't know, it's hard to tell sometimes, but there was this lady who basically wanted to die like looking beautiful, but then so she set up like so much shit, like this beautiful rose petals on the bed, and she was like, I'm gonna be the first person who looks beautiful when they're dead. And I was like, okay, well, Snow White, bro. Snow White and like all those other Disney princesses look dead, but I guess she meant something like real life or whatever. But like she prepared everything, and then she realized that the one thing that she forgot was she had Taco Bell, so she like died sitting on the toilet shitting herself. So it looked as if she shit herself to death. So it looked as if she shit herself to death. But yeah, I don't know where I read that, but I just remember I read that and I was like, wow, I can't believe she like did that. I forgot if she shit herself to death like on the toilet, or if she like or if she like tried to throw up and her like face was just and her head just ended up being in the toilet. I mean, either way, yeah, that's quite the way to go out. Okay. Boom. Sometimes it's hard, the quality of my lines, because of the sketch. Okay. Guess if I move this over a little bit, I also need to restart my computer and update it. Usually I wait until the very last second to update it, and then it like updates at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. without me knowing, and I just like wake up to a bright screen just flashing in my room, and I'm like, oh, there it goes. Updating, because it's finally fed up with me not doing it. Okay. Okay, these fingers are wild. Why were we built with like fingers like these? Why couldn't we have like furry paws or something? Like, oh my gosh, dude. Windows updates scare me. Oh, well. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised. I'm like, what do I say? Do I just be like, oh, cool? Not cool? I'm sorry for you? Oh no. But that doesn't, I don't know. Is there like a phobia name for this? Window update-tobia? No, that's kind of weird. Man. I was watching, this reminds me. So I was watching America's Funniest Home Videos last night, Animal Edition, where people would basically send in like videos that they recorded at home of like their video of like their animals or whatever doing funny things, in quotes funny, because funny is like pretty broad in sense of like humor wise, but one of the first videos that came up was of these two people. I think there were a couple. I think they were married or something. But they were trying to like remove these bats from a shutter outside of the window. And my first immediate thought was, why the hell did they not call animal control? And why were they putting them in Tupperware? Like, bro, are you gonna use that thing afterwards? Nah, I don't think so. That's rancid. That's messed up. And the guy who was like trying to get them, his name was like Richard or something, and he was like screaming his lungs off, and he was like, "No, one of them's biting me!" And I was like, "Oh my god, Richard's gonna have to go to the hospital because like bats carry all sorts of bad stuff, so he needs to go to the hospital after that." And they were like, and this one lady, this lady was like the one opening the shutters and trying to like scare the rats, not the rats, but the bats into like the Tupperware or whatever. And I was like, what are they doing? They're just like, why was their immediate thought to record themselves doing this and send this to like America's Funniest Home Videos? And they did win first place for Funniest Home Video, which is $1,000. So, I guess it was worth it, guys. Yes, some bats are pretty small. Like they're little guys, you know, like they're pretty small. Like they're pretty small little guys. Some of them are pretty small, okay? So they can technically fit into Tupperware, you know? And the bats they were dealing with were like the pretty small kinds. I mean, I don't know. I guess when sometimes people think of bats, they think of like pretty big guys or something. But in reality, most of the time they're pretty small, especially depending on where you live in the United States. That's cruel though, no? Well, I guess in the moment they didn't know what else to do. I mean, I don't know, man. Sometimes you gotta work with what you can get. I don't think they were intentionally like trying to be cruel to begin with, because like the context was them just trying to remove the bats from like underneath a shutter. So I guess they were just trying to work with what they have. I mean, like sometimes you just, I don't know, sometimes you just use things, and like I don't think they did have like a cap for the Tupperware though. They were using like some kind of bag or something. But I don't know, it was weird. The quality of the video was pretty bad because it's a home video, and I couldn't really tell what most of it was, and my assumption was that it was Tupperware. But yeah, honestly, if they were intentionally being cruel, then that would have been like a different story. I don't think they were intentionally trying to be cruel to these bats. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. I do think that they should have called animal control first instead of like filming themselves doing it. Either that or they didn't like, it was like a heat of the moment kind of thing, because I know that like sometimes in the heat of the moment you're like, oh, let's do this. I mean, wouldn't this be cool? Or something, like we do stupid things. Some things stupider than others. But yeah, it is cruel, but like I don't think they were intentionally, like in the moment they weren't intentionally trying to be cruel. Yeah, wow, I went on for a long time there talking. Yapping. Boom. Shoot. Is this, okay, boom. Boom, 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 I gotta get to you. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, no, here. I guess, okay, I don't know how. Boom. Wait, this is weird. Okay, let's just do it like that and see. Okay. Oh my gosh. This hairstyle, I swear to God. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I know how to fix this up now. The hair reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh character. Oh man, dude. I love Yu-Gi-Oh character hair. Like, sometimes you just see the most batshit insane hair and you're like, what the fuck? But also, I think it's like, it also kind of had to do with the era of that kind of styled hair. I don't know. I feel like the spiky anime hair has like, I don't know. It was like a big thing, I feel like, because of there was Dragon Ball and there was all sorts of other shows with like, oh, and games too. I think Final Fantasy also had like a lot of those. I don't know. It felt like a certain era of like media that just went into dramatic character hair. Dramatic character hair and dramatic character flair. The way I found out about like Yu-Gi-Oh was not just because my dad had the cards, but because of the Yaoi Dojins. I found out about the Yaoi before getting fully into it, so yeah. And I was like, wow, you know what? This is actually kind of gay. Is it gay if you like if it's your like yourself from like a different era? Is it gay if you date a version of yourself from a different era in the past? Oh my gosh, I don't even know anymore. This is like self-cessed. Oh man, self-cessed. I think self-cessed is hilarious. It's like a really funny concept. Like, if you really get into the semantics of it, okay, well, semantics aside, that part is like kind of boring sometimes, but like I think the concept itself is just hilarious. It's obviously meant to be a joke. This pupil. Okay. Well, your pupil rights have been revoked. Revoked. Okay. There. Oh, wait. Boom. Actually, yeah, that looks better. Better. Okay. I think I also like mainly did this kind of hair because I realized that the original hair I had planned for him was like really I don't know. After a while you realize that there's like a trend of like hairstyles you do. So I wanted to try something a lot more different than what I usually did. So yeah. How old were you when you discovered Yu-Gi-Oh? I was like maybe 11 or 12. I think I was like maybe 12, 13-ish, I would say. I don't know. And then I watched pirated episodes on YouTube. They had I don't know. I was really into the art of watching pirated episodes on YouTube for a long time. Oh wait. Boom. Actually, no, I don't think it should just be around sliver, and that should be it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm zooming out the wrong way. If the big borders and split into parts. Yeah. Well, not really. Some of them actually did have the full episode. I don't know how, but like some of them did have like the full entire episode without like all those like borders and stuff. I don't know. There were some channels that I was like, oh yeah, I'm surprised that they haven't been taken down yet, kind of thing, you know? But yeah, it was something. I feel like nowadays people like do it more on TikTok, but like, I don't know. I prefer watching on bigger screens. I was kind of taught to like that, like to watch things on bigger screens. So, boom. DMC, it wasn't, yeah. it was definitely a lot slower than it is nowadays. But also whenever I see DMC, I think about Devil May Cry. And about how I discovered the Devil May Cry series because of the incest. Hi, Hi Xenon! Oh my god. Xenon popped in at the worst time ever when I was about to talk about incest. But yeah, that's how I discovered Devil May Cry. Because of the incest fanfiction and the incest yaoi doujins that I found. But yeah. Some of the artists are cracked, not gonna lie. I didn't know DMC. Yeah, DMC. I kept on saying DMCA. Oh my gosh. I didn't know DMC had incest. Wait, let me... Oh. Well, I mean, it's only if you look into it, so, Oh, thank you for the retweet, Warrior of Boobs. Okay, let me just, ooh, wow. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay, that's okay. Okay. I see. But yes, DMC has like creative works of with incest themes. Did you just Google it? Yeah. Just in case I was wrong, okay? Because I was like, wait, what if I was wrong? And then I was like, wait, I was not wrong. It was DMC. What didn't you find via Yaoi Dojin? That's a good question. Maybe like I actually don't know. I actually don't know. I mean, the things I like went through on my own, I guess was like One Piece. I don't know. One Piece doesn't have like a lot of scanlations for fan works like that. So there's that. And I mean, oh yeah, I also found out about Death Note. Death Note through Yaoi Dojin. Like, I've only really gotten most of my content of I am reading Death Note, but like I've gotten most of my Death Note content from images of Light kissing L. Okay. That's like that's like that's how I felt. Oh my god. And when Durara was like a pretty I don't know when it was popular, but like there were so many Durara fan creations of BL and stuff, and I was like, wow. I'm never watching this or reading this, but like, wow, this is some nice hot work. Some nice hot nowadays I look more into like Yuri stuff with like girls love, because I'm like, wow, there isn't like too much like spicy work with like 2D girls having sex, you know. Sometimes it's like really written really well, like toxic slow burn type or stuff like that, but there isn't anything really explicit. Like, well, I guess maybe I'm just looking at the wrong places, because I did find I think it's, oh my god, average Katsu stream where Katsu discusses BL and Yuri, gay sex, transgender sex. Yeah. It's like so I was just talking about how I found out about many franchises through Boys Love fan created works. And I was also talking about how I was getting into Girls Love, GL, or Yuri, because I was like, you know, now that I think about it, I don't see too many like fan creations that center around female relationships. I only really see like guy on guy, like guys kissing guys, and the occasional like really nice one of like a girl doming or like pegging the shit out of another guy in like a fictional like a media. piece in a piece of media, and I'm like, oh man, there needs to be like more like pieces of girls dominating men, or like feminine, like or I don't know, man. I just feel like some people are missing out on like femdom. Be the change you want to see. Okay, listen, I do. Should I say it? Should I not say it? I do publish works on AO3, but I'm not gonna share my account. I'll just say that. And one of the works that I've been working on for a long time has to do with a guy getting banged by 3 girls. So, yeah. Because I'm like, dude, it's like so, I don't know. Maybe people are just scared of, maybe I'm just looking in the wrong places, guys. You guys are probably right. Maybe I'm like, dude, I don't know. I can't believe that project has like made me look up what a cloaca is and how it works. Because I was like, wait, I know that it's like the genitals of a bird, but I wasn't sure how it like could work on like, I don't know, a kimono mimi type bird. And I was like, okay, so if an anime girl that had like bird-like attributes had a cloaca, how would it work? And I looked up how a cloaca worked, and I was like, okay, never mind. This won't work. Femdom is not that I know it isn't uncommon, but like I feel like I'm just looking in the wrong places. So, yeah, man. Like sometimes I do see femdom, but then I'm like, something like in the plot happens where it makes makes like the female who's doming like end up becoming the bottom all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is like boring now. I can't believe this turned into another stream of me talking about sex. But you know, average Katsu stream, I guess. But yeah. Cause like, I don't, okay, like, hold on. My qualms about femdom sometimes is that like, the girls aren't doming enough pretty boys. Well, maybe I'm saying that because I haven't seen enough, but like, oh my gosh. Like, no. Sometimes it's like, the trope of ugly fat guys in porn or media, like in hentai, and I'm like, okay, well, here we go again. I mean, I don't really mind for that kind of trope, but like sometimes it just gets like oversaturated with like it being the same thing over and over and over, and I'm like, okay, what if these guys just get dominated instead by like I don't think you've seen another thing. No, because I probably haven't. I could probably talk a lot. Is that very? That is very. Yeah. I think I definitely haven't seen enough. You know, I've seen like the worst kinds of nasty sex before, or like the weirdest fetish. Like probably. I mean, I've seen Riona. I've seen smut. I'm like, I've like. I've seen the stuff with amputees. I'm like, I mean, like, whatever, man. And then there's like, sometimes I come across entire subgenres of like weird fetishes that kind of exist, but only for specific types of media. I remember when horn breaking, or like breaking off an anime girl's horns, became like a thing, or a thing in some works. And then there's like this thing where people break halos in porn now, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's new, I guess. And Biggins is just being traumatized right now by my talk. Okay. But yes, if my channel ever gets banned, guys, it's because it was my fault, and Twitch finally found me. There are some that are actually funny. Yes, there are some, like... Oh my gosh, this reminds me of like the personality shitting one. There's the personality shitting one. That's like, oh my god. It's so like, I don't know how how they came up with it. It's like basically shitting out your personality, and some people find it hot, but maybe like, I don't know, man. This stuff is weird, but you know what? Good for them if they like found something new that they enjoy. I mean, I don't know. Who am I to judge? I'm just another degenerate on the internet. I say, oh my god. So now I'm learning. Yeah, Figgins. This is like, yeah, welcome to hell. Oh my god. I swear to god. If I get banned one day, it's because of something I said on stream about gay sex. I swear to god. Katsu lecture series. Listen, don't get me started. Like, especially, there was this one time where Tenon sent me, like, an image of, like, a rod. And I was like, oh, that looks like a sounding rod. And if you don't know what a sounding rod is basically, like, when they put it into, when it's like a sex toy for guys, where you put it into the urethra of the penis, and it has to be done pretty carefully because you can actually, if you're not careful with the procedure, you can accidentally hurt the guy. No. Okay, but yeah, I was like, Tenon, is that a sounding rod? And Tenon was like, no. And I realized that, oh, it's actually a pimple popping thing. Like, you pop pimples with those things. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. I thought it looked like a sounding rod, but I wasn't sure. And Tenon probably has this screenshot of that saved somewhere because he showed it to someone else. He was like, that sounds like a catheter. Well, it is similar to a catheter, but they come in different shapes and sizes. Some of them have like little beads, like beaded together, like anal beads, but for your urethra. Anal beads for your urethra. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of weird sex toys out there, to be honest. Sounding is scary as fuck. It is. You have to like, yes, I think you should definitely ask a doctor before use, especially if you have problems with your penis in the past, and like, it's a pretty delicate thing. I know that some hentai and yaoi doujins make it look like a really easy thing because the fictional character just sticks it in, and I'm like, no, you have to be careful. But yes, guys, a sounding rod. Isn't that so cool? One of mankind's most greatest, like, yeah, so cool, guys. Anyways, so speaking of weird sex toys, sometimes I look them up on Amazon and I read the reviews because sometimes people leave really funny reviews on sex toys. Like, they're just like really hilarious. Remcy, should ask a psychologist. You might have other issues. Hi, Remcy. Wow, quite the topic to drop in on. Am I right? Thank you, Professor Katsu. No, I'm not a professional in like this kind of field, but okay, very cool. Also, hi, Remcy. Yeah, what a time to drop in. Am I right? I told myself it would be a chill stream today, and I was like. And I can't believe I like proved myself so wrong. Now you can let us all know all the sweet deals when you see them. Stop! No! Oh my god. But I was like, okay, something I was looking into because I was planning to write something. Sometimes I do write erotica and like I post them on some places I'm not gonna talk about, but like one of them was about like, you know those double-ended dildos that people use sometimes? They're like basically double-ended, and you stick them in, like one person sticks it in their end and like other person sticks it in their end, that kind of stuff. And like I found so many different variations of it that I was like, wow, I feel like I know way too much. Why am I here? Listen, maybe you'll learn something new from me, which is probably a bad idea, but you know, who knows? Who hecking knows at this point? This is I hate fingers. God damn it. Can I just kill someone? Oh my god. But yeah, yeah. Are they like a single piece or two? No, no, no. Well, some of them technically are, but Xenon, it's basically one long sausage. Like, just think about it that way. Just one long ass sausage that you just stick up your end, and another person will stick it up their end. Or you could just use both ends on yourself if you're into that kind of stuff. But yeah, they sometimes come with like certain options as well. But the classic one is basically, I guess, one end that you shove up your end, and like the other end goes into your partner's end. But yeah, sometimes girls use it together. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. They definitely do other things besides fingering or using their mouths, you know. I mean, I feel like if girl cock was real, then like, well, I'm sure it is real, but the thing is, I feel like if girl cock was real, like in more pieces of media, then there would definitely be more girl on girl stuff. Actually, wait, no. There definitely is a lot of girl on girl stuff. Like, maybe I'm just looking in the wrong places. That's right, Katsu. You're definitely looking in the wrong places. I volunteer as tribute. Okay, guys, no one is volunteering themselves for tribute, okay? We are not going to have a live sex demonstration on stream, because that would get me banned. And that would give me that reputation of the egg PNG tuber who got banned off of Twitch for talking about sex. Talking about sex. I don't know anymore. I don't want to just talk about sex, you know? Sometimes I just want to talk about gay sex. I don't know. Sometimes I think about, I don't know, what do I think about? That escalated quickly, yeah. These streams tend to escalate pretty quickly, I've noticed. I've noticed that they tend to escalate quickly. I feel like a lot quicker than my collab streams, which are always something. My collab streams, motherfucker. I don't want to remember. It's okay though, Katsu. One day. Anyways. Okay, I forgot that this guy isn't technically wearing a suit. It's literally just a weird jacket thing. And he's just holding up his finger for God knows why. God knows why. Okay. And then this should be it. And then I color this atrociously lined piece of work because I was... Sometimes in real life, or like off stream, I make those noises like randomly. But like not in public. I just do it at home. And like, I feel like the people who I live with have gotten so desensitized to whenever I do it that they're just like, yeah, that's just something Katsu does. It's just something I do. I also make weird noises, yeah. I'm sure everyone makes weird noises. Da, 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 da. I think that's normal. Oh, okay. Very cool. I need to drink water, otherwise I'm gonna like... Okay, very cool. Oh my gosh. I feel like I used to make even more weird sounds when there weren't like people talking in chats like there is nowadays. I'd be like, what should I fill the silence with? Okay. Maybe I am normal. I don't think normal people say that they're normal. That's one thing. I mean, also being normal is like kind of, oh, well, kind of like subjective, I feel like. Cuz what is normal and what isn't normal is different from everyone's perspective and point of view. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. In the end, I think you're like the one who's just like, oh, maybe I am a regular guy. Just a regular funny guy. Oh, I'm goofy. I also don't think normal people stay here for long. Yeah, you've got to be a certain level of, I don't know actually. I don't know why some people stay either. Sometimes I'm like, oh, well, I don't know. I just feel like depending on what I say or do, it's going to drive people away. But I'm like, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. I'm way too desensitized. I'm definitely not close to the norm. Yeah, if you're desensitized to a normal Katsu stream, then like maybe you are not normal anymore. There has to be some abnormality. Yeah, I guess there does. Yippee! Okay. And then this is the... Oh, my balls. Okay. Hair. What you drawing? I'm drawing an NPC for a kind of tabletop roleplay thing. And he's a tea party host. Wow, so cool. Except he sounds like his throat is dry and that he's dehydrated for like 99% of his life in existence. Yeah, I mean, who knows? In the end, I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I was gonna say, but I was like gonna say something kind of meaningful, and then I like had a brain fart glitch thing where I was like, oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah. Yeah. Your mama's crying for you. Oh my god, I need to record my lines for something. Dance about the dance. What if I do a recording stream where I just make myself record all of my things on stream so that I actually do it? I don't know. I'll have to ask first. I'll have to ask first. 恋と真逆のプログラム知りたいララララララララ Surprisingly, Twitch has now told me that I share 23% viewers with Leah, and I'm like, you know what? That kind of makes sense. Like, some people from Leah's chat sometimes like watch me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope they're like insane already, and I don't make them go insane. I don't make them go insane. Yeah. I feel like next week's Leah collab stream with me is gonna be pretty, it's gonna be, I don't know what to expect, to be honest. Like, at least I don't know what to expect. They won't recover. Well, I hope they do recover, because I don't want to send anyone to like a therapist. Like, an egg on the internet told me that like gay sex. Yeah. Okay, this looks about okay-ish. It's okay. This illustration kind of sucks, but that's okay, Katsu. Don't fret about the little things. Just move on. You have like so many NPCs. Why did you do this to yourself? Okay, I need to. This is the hair color. Skin color. Oh, an egg on their net told me that gay sex. Oh, this also reminds me that there's so many moments that like of me on stream that you can like technically clip out of context too, and make an entire compilation. I might do that actually for like monthly highlights. If I have time and the energy to sit down and go through every single VOD of mine in a timely manner while also cringing at the way I sound. Also cringing. Because, like, I'm still not used to the sound of my voice. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it takes a while to get used to the sound of your voice. I don't know. Yes, we need a compilation. Yeah, I might make one. Unless someone does it before me, which I would be very surprised, actually, if someone does that. But yeah, I was thinking about editing some stuff together, but I'm like, oh my gosh, do I have the time? Do I have the energy? What do I have left anymore? Yeah, I get confused when I hear, yeah. I'm definitely getting much more used to it as I do some more recording stuff for like future projects, but it's still a little bit jarring, but it's pretty like, you start off like feeling that, oh, call it scrambled egg. I like hearing myself XD. Okay, I'm pinning that. But like, call it scrambled egg. Okay, well, I'm always a scrambled mess, so I don't know, man. I just feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze soon. Oh, I don't know. Okay. I know that some of my IRLs tune into the stream and like tune into my stream sometimes, and I don't know if that's like that like scares me or like not. At this point, I think I'm more so like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. Like if they're like, oh, I heard you talk about XYZ today, and I'm like, oh my god, you little. We just need more people clipping than making a best of ease. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Clippers give me the tingles, but not in the ASMR kind of way. More so in the like, oh god, what did they clip kind of way. Okay, so this is the main suit base color. The reason why I know that some of my IRLs like probably do watch my stream is because they have commented before, and I know that like my Twitch is linked to my account, one of my Discord accounts that I use for a lot of things, so I usually watch on mobile, pretty hard to clip. Well, that's a skill issue. It's a skill issue. But in your stream, you need to clip almost... No, you don't need to clip almost everything. Like, I don't say scandalous things every single time I'm here. Plus, it's... I was about to say it's not like it happens every stream, but I'm, like, probably wrong about that, you know? Yeah, clip it and ship it, boys. I'm out of here. Oh, man, this reminds me of this one Mob Psycho Yaoi Dojin. BL Dojin that like featured Rayan and like I forgot his name, this other guy, and he was going to bang him. No, the other guy was gonna bang Rayan because Rayan was bottoming, and then the moment he saw that guy's penis, he was like, okay, pack it up, boys, because he realized that, oh, if that thing fits in my asshole, I'm like gonna die, you know. Why am I pinned? I don't know. I was like, oh, that's a nice comment, so I pinned it. But yeah, well, as long as your parents don't tune in, it's okay. They're probably like used to what they're like used to me talking about really weird things, guys. To be honest, living with me has kind of put them through the ringer of like getting called by the school for like sometimes things I say at school too. um, and um, like I don't know. I think at this point, my parents don't care because they've heard so much shit from me that they don't care. Okay, like maybe that gives you guys an idea of the kind of person I am off stream, but like I don't know. I'm a special lad. I'm a special person. Okay. That's cool. That's okay. Yeah, yay. I guess. I don't know, guys. I know I've said like some pretty raunchy stuff at school as well. Okay, like I don't know. Like I never really filtered myself that much at school either. Like one time I told the guy that he should go fuck himself on some other guy's dick because he was pissing me off. And then he told me that I should probably get it hard by in mention of like you have like rough sex. And I'm like, oh my god, shut up. I'm gonna murder you, you little bitch. I know you're literally just a sophomore. You're literally like just a little kid. And I'm like, ah! Oh my gosh. Okay, well, special. Sorry, the word special makes me like, oh my god. It like, oh, it's quite the word to describe a kid, to be honest. It's quite the word. Okay. Now I have to do, what is this? Oh, yes. The pinned thing. No, like, okay, I did get away with a lot of that stuff because usually the teachers actually found it pretty funny. Usually the teachers kind of found it funny. I don't know why, but like, they found it pretty funny for some reason. Maybe it was because, usually I had a good point to bring up with it, but like, especially in my English class, which was English, film, literature, and media, we were talking about media in general and how it affects people's perception of things. And we were making like a Venn diagram with our group, like a huge web of like, oh, different types of media that like affected one another and like correlated. And I was like, the first idea that I had in my head that no one else would ever write down were adult videos or like porn, because porn does technically influence the way like people interact with other people sometimes as well, because porn addiction is a real thing and you should go get help for that and like yada 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 blah, 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 blah. But like yeah, I immediately told my group to put that down because no one else would ever think of the fact that porn or like consider the idea or like think about it, I don't know, maybe most of the time kids are like, oh, like the newspaper, social media, like all those regular ass answers. And I'm like, okay, guys, but if we keep being generic, then like we won't be able to cover everything. But yeah. And I did make a good point, so the teacher was open to the fact that I put that down, Okay, guys? Like... here. Because in a general sense, porn is media. And the stuff that's made and created and consumed that affects the people, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all get my point probably by now. Okay, this guy's mask. I drew him better in this, but like, since I made every single one of the NPC portraits a chibi, I have to like chibify him. I need to catch up on my Neuro Sama streams. That's like a normal answer though. I was holding such an internet for porn and stand by that. Yeah, I think it's probably because of like, I don't know. I think a lot of kids, the kids in my group are kind of thrown off about it. I don't know. The kids And I don't know why they were thrown off about it, but I don't know. They're just like that sometimes. And maybe, like, I literally had to explain my justification to them because they looked at me really weird. And I was like, okay. Opens my mouth. Gets in trouble. That's basically what happens sometimes. I open my mouth and I get into trouble. I don't know. I was like, man, I feel like high school was quite the time of my something. I just know that some people snuck in like weed during the graduation party. Social norms, yeah. Social norm wise, I was pretty much a boy girl thing. I don't know. I don't think it was boy girl thing either. Like even the guy was like, oh, and I was like, oh, you. I don't know, man. Like social norm wise in school, I was not at like. I don't know where I stood, to be honest. I hung out with a lot of kids who had, well, in general, who had like who were special needs to begin with because I could relate to them on some level. But I don't know. I feel like social norm wise, I ended up hanging out with a lot of mentally ill people in general, just like me, or like people that other people would consider weird, or like social outcasts. But like the thing is, I don't like hang out just with social outcasts. I hung out with like almost anyone that didn't piss me off in general. Like I hung out with like girls or like sometimes people in much more closer inner social circles. Like I don't know. It's like really, yeah. I wasn't like I just bounced from group to group. Was how I kind of went depending on how I felt. But yeah, I think a part of me when I really did think about it, I felt like I didn't have like a really stable place that I would always go back to in general. But yeah, I don't know. I think I also ended up making like a lot of friends with kids in lower grades or kids who were in or like I don't know. It's like I think the internet was mistake judging by me being able to see so much at a young age. Yeah, I mean, I did see a lot too. And I think I did go on to parts of it that were certainly like not very epic. Like I remember as a kid, there was this one time when I was when how should I word this? I don't know. There was this one time as a kid when there was this person who was an adult, much older than me, who told me that they were going to commit suicide and they were going to kill themselves. And I was like, don't. Keep in mind, I was like in middle school, 13 something or whatever, but like I feel like they did not like school online safety did not prepare me for this line of questioning, bro. But yeah, that happened. Like so many things on the internet I feel like are avoidable if kids are made more aware of like what they should do. Especially when it comes to in terms of stuff like mental illness wise. In the end, you are not responsible for the other person's well-being. And I think a lot of kids should know that in general because sometimes kids are taken advantage by people who are unknowingly taken advantage by people who have like these issues and they start using them as a crutch to like feel better and like I don't know, man. It's like toxic codependency. I don't know. It's like how do I describe it? But yeah, you guys probably get my point. Yeah, parents should definitely be made aware too. I think like there's just a lot of issues, man. Internet is wild. Not just the internet being wild, just the fact that because it's changing a lot and it's always changing, it's hard to really be able to touch on a lot of things sometimes. And there's like sometimes there's a lot of issues with the with like access that kids have to other certain webs. I don't know, man. I just remember when I used to play Animal Jam, and nowadays it's a lot of like the flash. I also remember Flash games too. I remember when Adobe Flash was still like out there. But I don't know. I just think about it and I'm like, man, I don't know. Man. I feel like advertising has also definitely gotten a lot more aggressive nowadays. I remember when Logan Paul was being aggressive with his advertising stuff too. Like, hey guys, you blah, 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 blah. Oh man, Team 10, I completely forgot about them. I watched a video a while back about the members in Team 10 and I was like, oh wow. I completely forgot about their existence, which is a good thing. I'm sure that some of them do deserve to be in better places, but some of them should also just man. Taking advantage of kids for money is like oof, gross, but also like they're trying because kids are like also like a target audience that's like easier to manipulate instead of like I guess say for example adults. Advertising to children, like stuff like the horror genre or like the horror games. Yeah, thank God I'm not affiliated, right guys? Thank God I'm not affiliated, right guys? You guys can hear me talk about rants and stuff all day long without any ads like Burger King or McDonald's popping up and being like, hello guys, have you tried our $2.99 new deal? Burger King. The funny thing is, I've only been to Burger King like once. I think once in the past. I haven't gone to Sonic. I've never gone to a Sonic. I've never gone to a Denny's. I've never gone to a Wendy's, I think either. But yeah, I didn't eat a lot of fast food growing up as a kid, which is probably a good thing, compared to most American children who probably do. But it was only later in life when I really started having the you will be very soon believe. It's okay, to be honest. My parents were just in general pretty gourmet foodies, so they would take us to places that had like hot ratings or were featured on shows like Guy Fieri's Drivers and Dive, whatever the rest of the title was. There was also, what else was there? There was also like man, I watched a lot of food shows as a kid. Like I didn't watch a lot of Cartoon Network stuff growing up. I only really watched Nickelodeon, Nickelodeon Junior most of the time, and also shows like Chopped, Restaurant Impossible, sometimes The Great British Bake Off. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was a normal thing, but apparently a lot of kids watched other stuff, so I was like, oh, okay, wow. Other stuff. Like getting the chance to watch SpongeBob or Cartoon Network in general was like a treat for me. When I asked my dad why he wouldn't let my brother and I watch Cartoon Network shows, he was like, I didn't want you guys to grow up being annoying. That was his reasoning, I think, if I remember correctly. And I was like, oh, you know what? Valid. You didn't want to have kids grow up with annoying humor, an annoying sense of humor. Yeah, the classic kid TV, The Great British Bake Off. Listen, it is pretty humorous, you know, The Great British Bake Off at some points. But yeah. I also watched a lot of Disney movies as a kid. Especially the ones with animals in them. I always liked the ones with animals, like with Dumbo. It was like the old animated ones, too. And I hate the live action of The Lion King, by the way. I believe that it should be burned in hell and it should have never existed to begin with. I have not watched a live action Dumbo and I never plan on watching it either. But, yeah, I think 9 years treatment we think I'm so fast. What the fuck? That's kind of weird, not gonna lie. Can't believe people are sticking around, but like, but yeah, I watched a lot. Oh yeah, 101 Dalmatians. Oh, I think they're trying to like, I think the reasoning for the live actions is that they're trying to, earn more off of the nostalgia of older fans, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's like kind of messed up, not gonna lie, because I feel like reanimating some of the stuff is a lot better, but it costs a lot of money as well in general. And at the same time, animators also don't get paid enough. There's so many things with the industry that's like kind of effed up, not gonna lie, but yeah. I think, did they just come up with a new plot? Well, for some of them, yeah. I think for The Lion King, I was just pissed that they didn't put in some of the songs. They didn't put in some of the songs, and the CGI was kind of funny. CGI was kind of funny. I liked the part when Mufasa died and Simba was just looking at the dead corpse like, I think it had to do with the copyrights for the song stuff, but also maybe it could have been for like a lot of other things, like length of the show and other stuff, because we all know that there's a length thing. I don't know. There's all sorts of things that go into these kinds of stuff in general, which they own like everything. Yeah, they probably own your mom. That was pretty bad. I shouldn't have said that. Dang it. So true. I hope it isn't true though, but if you like that kind of stuff, then sure, good for you. And we're back to length, yeah. I don't think there was anything weird about length, to be honest, but I don't know. The FNAF movie's coming out this weekend. My brother and his friends are planning to watch it on the weekend of release, so good luck to him, I guess. I'm like gonna stay home. Oh man, this. I need to. I don't know what I was gonna say. I need to drink water actually. Oh my gosh, that was weird. I almost got water up my nose. It's okay though. I usually drink out of a mug because it's easier for me to drink out of mugs. Maybe I'm like an old lady or something, but like, or an old grandpa, old lady, whatever, but like, dude, it's so much easier to drink out of a mug. I saw this one video on TikTok where this lady made mugs for those with disabilities, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. So sick. So cool. Man. Any Halloween plans? I'm probably gonna hand out candy to trick-or-treaters because because this is like a pretty, well, I don't know if kids will actually trick-or-treat in this neighborhood, but like, you know, you never know. It seems like the type of neighborhood where kids would trick-or-treat anyways because it's near a school, so I'm probably gonna hand out candy. I'm probably gonna hand out candy, or I'm gonna stream. It's probably gonna be one or the latter. I probably won't stream though because I don't know. It depends. Maybe I'll stream, maybe I won't. But yeah. Hooray candy. Yeah, hooray candy. You know, I talked about this a lot on stream, but like, oh wait, no. I don't know if I talked about this, but like when I was younger and I went trick-or-treating, when I went to sleep, my parents, like, when my brother and I went to sleep after trick-or-treating or whatever, my parents would always, like, take away all of our candy bags, like, our bag of candy, like, after the trick-or-treating part and segment, you know? Like, they would just full on just take it away. And we would have no access to the candy that we got from trick-or-treating. And, I mean, I guess we did complain, but like we also didn't really complain at the same time. Like we thought it was normal. I thought it was like a normal thing for parents to do, to take away like the bags of candy after the kids done trick or treating. Um, I think in general, my mom was scared that we were gonna get hooked on candy or sugar as a kid. But yeah, an old man came up to me today and said to me, "Move to that side, asshole. Love German elderly persons." I can picture that happening in, yeah, I can picture that happening. I do have a friend who's German, so that would definitely, I feel like, yeah, he would probably understand. He would most likely understand. Okay, no, this shading is weird. Okay. If I move it down further. Okay. Man, as a kid, I didn't get to eat a lot of candy, but to be honest, it kind of like made me grow an indifference towards candy in general. Like, I never really got too interested in them anyways because of how my parents would take it away, or we were very like our candy and sugar intake was very controlled. And now that I'm older, I can have all the sugar I want, guys, but for the most part, the last time I went trick or treating, it took me like a year or two to a year or two to finish the candy that had gone from Halloween, because I would forget that I had candy that I could eat, and I would just end up letting it sit out. But yeah. But yeah, guys, sometimes I would forget to eat my own Halloween candy, and yeah. You still have a favorite candy or treat? That's hard. Favorite candy wise, I think I like gummies. I like gummies in general, but like I'm fine with most things, to be honest. What I'm not fine with are Butterfingers. I don't like Butterfingers. I also don't like Almond Joy. And what else? I don't know. Most of the time the candy I like is like Japanese candy. I would say if I were to choose a candy I liked, it would be konpeito, which is basically sugar that's been crafted into small little stars. But yeah, those are pretty good. Especially the colored ones, because if they're colored, that means that they're artificially flavored with whatever. And I'm like, yes, I love those so much. It's like I'm eating literal stars sometimes, is what I think about. Kind of corny, but yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that his hair tie actually had a color. Okay. Stand up for yourself, put the old man in the place. Oh boy. Old people, guys. I don't think you should mess with old people in general. There's a reason why some some nursing homes have a rampant STD issues, you know? Like, some nursing homes have rampant STD issues. And that's for a reason. You know, and I'm sure that like those old guys won't hesitate to throw hands. Okay. How lazy should I go with the hair? I don't know. Damn, son. Well, the thing is, women get menopause, but men don't get, I guess later in life they could technically get erectile dysfunction, but I feel like for the most part they'll still retain a sex drive. I forgot. I remember I looked this up a long time ago. Don't ask why. I don't remember why either, but sometimes I get questions in my head and I'm like, oh, time to use the internet. I guess if you're going to go out, you go out with a bang. The one I work at fortunately doesn't. Can confirm. Okay, so we have two people who have. Okay. Okay, wow. Fun times, I guess. I mean, I guess, I don't know. All I know is that the one time I've like been to a nursing home was in Japan. It's in Japan, I think, because it was my great great-great-grandma. Yes, it was my great-great-grandma. I was visiting her for the first time, and I was like, wow, great-grandma. Great-grandma. And then she died, so, like... So I never really got to... I only saw her once. It was, like, a long time ago. But yeah. Oh, man, I haven't been back in Japan for a long time, either. I guess baby boomer... Oh, my God. Hold on, what's a baby boomer again? I forgot. Member of the generation born between the end of the World War II and mid-1960s. Oh. Has no idea what they read. Me right now. I mean, for me, I guess I'm in, like, Gen Z. God. I hate my generation so much sometimes. But it's okay. You know what? Sometimes we do some pretty based stuff. Sometimes we do some not so based stuff. But you know what? That probably goes for any group of people in general. There's some things that you enjoy more than others. Oh, whoops. That's not it. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, basically, dude. I feel like, in general, I'm glad that I'm not going to college. But I'm not going to college right now. Got screwed hard with the boomers. Okay, well, I turned out fine. Not really. It's okay. I cope sometimes. 1996. Oh, 1996. I can't visualize time periods and numbers at the same time, so, you know, I think I understand. Okay, here. Oh my gosh, I'm missing some uncolored spots everywhere. This is messed up. Oh my gosh. Wrong place. Boom. There. Okay, where else? Oh, up top here, I guess. I mean, I don't know. All I know is that sometimes my mom is like, you know, Katsu, you should be the president of the United States. And I'm like, oh, okay. How old are you, Katsu? Is it public knowledge? Well, it kind of is. It's on my Twitter bio. Like, I'm 18. I write 18 plus, but I am 18. Like, I don't feel like... But, I mean, 18 is a starting point. So I'm like, okay, we'll just put it down right there. And, like, boom. Bada bing, bada boom. I feel like, in general, my stream should probably be rated 21 plus or NC-17. Or R. Like, I did just graduate high school, like, last year, and most people my age are probably in college right now. But because I chose not to, I'm at home figuring things out still. And streaming live on twitch.tv because I have nothing better to do. Kind of, sometimes. I still have to study for my driver's license, learner's permit. Oh, learner's permit. Man. Okay. Boom. Actually, wait. Let's make it hard. Boom. Boom. Okay, that's kind of ugly, but it's kind of not ugly. Which you would stream 21 plus 8. No, I don't think that's how it works. Isn't the license and NA almost free? Well, yeah, but like the thing is, you still have to go through a test. I mean, you could technically get a driver's license when you're 15 and a half, at the lowest. But I didn't do that because I was failing school. And I had to focus on my studies. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to graduate or pass my classes. So yeah. Technically, I could have gotten one when I was at 15 and a half, but like, I don't know. Do you really want to trust a 15-year-old to drive? No. Okay? Like, the legal drinking age in like the state I live in is 21. So, yes, alcohol at 21 but driving at 15, dude. That's that's America. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Okay, never mind. This is ugly. Okay, it's not as ugly now. I wouldn't trust a 15-year-old. Yeah, there are some 15-year-olds at my school who were quite the drivers, guys. Like, there were really interesting drivers. There were interesting fellas. I'll just say that. God. Some of the guys were horrible. Maybe it's because they were just guys in general to begin with. Oh my gosh. We drink at 15, can get a car at 18. Yeah, America is like 80% roads. I wish that we had like a better metro system in some areas because like, I don't know, I'm used to taking metro over like, I was about to say truck. I was about to say truck and I was like, wait, no, not truck. America, guys. Oh, man. This is ugly, too. I need to make up my mind. What if I just don't do anything, then? Yeah, don't do anything. And I just focus on the eyes. Where are the eyes? Oh, here. I didn't even do anything, okay. You can't even walk in most places. Yup, you can't even walk in most places. But this land is the land of the free, so... Oh, I shouldn't. Oh my gosh. This is the land of the free, guys. Is what they say. And oh my gosh, I missed a part there, so I need to like... The land of the free and the home of the brave. I remember the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag thing that I used to do. Sometimes people, oh man, I remember that. I used to do that, and then I was like, I'm kind of bored of doing it. I got tired of doing it, so I was just, whatever. Land of the free as long as you drive. Yeah, and as long as you're white. Free, my healthcare union's free. Is that still in America? In some places, I think it still is a thing. In other places, not so much, I'd say. Like, it really depends on where you live and what school you go to, in my opinion. Some places, it's definitely still a thing. Some other places, it's not a thing. You know? But yeah. I don't know. To me, though, whenever that happens, I'm just like, oh, it's the morning. It's the morning. It's the morning. I gotta wake up. I gotta wake up. I gotta wake up. I gotta wake up. I don't know. I feel like my last few years of high school, my last year of high school as a senior, all I did was sleep in class. Like all the years before, though, so nothing really changed. Nothing really changed. Nothing really changed because I would always end up sleeping in class because sometimes I hated the people in the class or the teacher was like a pain in the butthole. Not all teachers were a pain in the asshole though. Some of them made an effort. Sometimes the effort was good effort. Sometimes the effort was, yeah, it could have been better, but they were still trying, so they still get points. Okay. God, this hand is so weird. I want to delete it from existence. Okay. And then after this, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, whoops, I'm erasing that. Boom, boom. Okay. Oh, I gotta check my phone for something. What's the time? Oh, it's 2:47. I have to like end stream soon. Okay, that's not an important message. Nothing. Oh, I forgot about that. Whatever. Let me collect all of these. Guys, give me a second. I'm like getting my mobile game stuff in. Mobile game. Give me a second. I'm doing my mobile game stuff. Don't delete hands. Just. Okay. I think the last part would probably be the mask. Just do some quick regular work. Throw. Yeah, I would totally throw them at people if I could, dude. Only takes one I don't know, one something. And bada bing bada boom. You've thrown it. Did you poll yesterday? Yesterday I was polling for character in Arknights, yes. Today I did not poll anything because I don't have any more gacha currency. I don't have any more currency in the game. Urgh! And I'm not spending money, okay? I'm not spending money. It's okay. I don't usually poll in gacha unless I'm feeling impulsive in the moment. Like, well, impulsive in the moment, that's like every day. Okay, I'm grabbing this. Boom, boom. Okay, that's a fairly decent-ish color. Do you have any polling rituals? No, I don't want to embarrass myself. Sometimes I do though. But that's only if I'm like desperate for something at that point. Most of the time I'm not very desperate. And I hold out hope on the fact that there could be reruns in the future. Especially if it's a limb. I mean, I guess I could have done a polling ritual on stream yesterday, but like I didn't. The character I wanted was like not the character on the raid so I was like, if I did get the featured character, then I would have been happy. But like if I didn't, then I mean, I'd still be fine. I don't know. I pulled on the banner yesterday on stream for concrete, for cement, not concrete. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm fine if I don't get the featured. I feel like the last time I really wanted a character was when Hina swimsuit for Blue Archive first came out, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cute! And I didn't get her. And someone else did, and they sent me a screenshot, and I was so close to blocking them. Dude. I feel like Blue Archive is like the one gacha that would like make me do a polling ritual at least like to some extent. Yeah, Blue Archive. And yeah, it's mainly just Blue Archive for the most part. Sometimes I guess I did it for Arknights, but not too much. It's fine, just make your own gacha. Yeah, but like it has to have something that sets it apart from other gacha games. The market is pretty saturated at the moment. I say at the moment as if it isn't ever. I mean, I've played a lot of gacha games. I've played Memento Mori, I've played Higan Urithil. Currently I'm waiting for the servers of Reverse 1999 to be up just tomorrow. I've played Genshin, I've played Honkai Star Rail, I've played Nikke, Destiny Child, Puzzle and Dragons, Crash Fever. Bye, Wilsh. I hope you have a better, healthy, betterness. Yes, betterness. But yeah, good night. People played like 20 watching it. So listen, I don't spend money. That's the thing, okay? I don't spend money, Xenon. Unless I'm desperate. Okay. Desperation gets the best of us, you know. And that's how addictions are formed. I feel like my worst account of spending too much money in a game is when I played a rip-off MOBA that was like League, but on mobile, and I spent a lot of money on skins, like triple numbers on skins and on the like Starlight Pass, and I was like, the Game Pass too, and I was like, oh, I spent so much on that game. Yeah, I'm very sane. There's a reason why I don't go into games like Valorant, League, or like Overwatch 2. It's because I know that I'll end up getting addicted, because when it comes to competitive like team sports games, I can become easily addicted and really get really into the game, and I could probably only end up streaming those games for like an entire hour or like more. Yeah, it is really expensive. And I'm like, wow, how much more money do you want from us, guys? I'm done. I'm done. Okay. Okay. Boom. Boom. Okay, I finished this guy's portrait. It only took me 2 hours. 2 hours or so, but it's okay. Oh shoot, I have something down here. What is that? Wait. Oh, I'm using soft. There. What else? Oh, what is this? Goodbye. Oh, I need to be careful. Goodbye. Goodbye. Get out of there. I feel like nowadays there's so many people doing battle pass stuff. It's kind of like a pain in the butthole, to be honest. Ah, that's... what is that? Okay. I got that. The battle pass is like the new meta, I guess. Eventually something else will come and replace it, maybe in the future. In the near and distant future, there are no more battle passes. There's simply one purchase, you get all. Okay, what was the border for hearts? It was 10. Okay, I have to go up to 10. 3, oh, that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then save. Export. Okay, who else was on my list? I think I have the janitor guy to do next. Oh my gosh, I gotta... Okay. My brain is like completely gone. Fizzled out. Dead. Where's the list? I need the document. Pull up that. Library. This is what happens when you have too many non-playable characters in one setting. You end up forgetting which one to draw next because you can't keep track of them all and you have to do it in a certain order. I love it here. Oh no, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, you know what? I'll just type it in because obviously it's not in my recent list. This one. Oh, the electrotechnician. Okay. Oh, that guy's next. Is this for your VN? No, it's not. It's for a tabletop roleplay thing. Okay, oh, Oh, why did I? No. What did I? Wait. State. Oh, neat. Yes, pretty neat. Height over. Should I update my bit rate? I think maybe I should update my video bit rate. Maybe I should update my video bit rate. Eventually. IDK. Okay. I don't need this ref anymore. Oh, I was going to draw another phase girl today. Where's my... Is it this? Oh, yeah. I was looking through some 3D models, guys, and I was like, oh, this one's cute. I know just the phase girl. I just know this VTuber to draw. And I chose Dizzy Dokuro, who has these massive honkers. And yes, big boobs, guys, big boobs. I know that this ref looks a little bit crunchy, but that's okay, guys. I have a much higher quality version right here. Okay. I really like the way it's like, oh, the red rope, guys. Not gonna lie, I think I have a thing for red ropes. Like, the way it's... Oh, I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking right now. Okay. No, I need to stop. Stop it. Get some help. Because when I get the chance to do my own emotes, I will have the best emotes ever. Wow. Okay, how big should I make these? These are like pretty big. Okay. So I'll make them really big. I'll make them really big. It's like the end. I like the little like man. I'm just picturing an egg with red elastic. Stop! You're reminding me of like the like cheese that like has the red wax paper thing. The red like wax thing that I remember some people telling me that they ate, and I was like, why are you so God. Okay. Yeah, Babyville cheese, and some people told me that they actually ate that part, and I was like, why are you like this? Yeah. Yeah, do not eat that. Yeah, it's kind of like crunchy. No, it's not crunchy. If it was crunchy, that means there's something wrong with the cheese. Oh man, I remember eating a lot of that as a kid, and nowadays I just can't eat that anymore. Like, I've eaten so many, like, Rice Krispie treats as a kid. I can no longer eat those anymore. Crunchy cheese, yeah. Oh wait, I can draw her armpits, kind of. Not really, though. It's more so of like, okay. I remember in high school, kids would rub it in their hands. That is so... Oh, God. I just feel bad for the people who have to clean it up afterwards. Because I used to be on, like, a cleaning duty thing in middle school. Kids would sometimes bully us for some reason. Like, we were literally, like, cleaning, guys. Like, shut up. We're doing more than you'll ever do, okay? But, like... there would be these kids who would just be annoying and be like, ah ha ha, guys, look. And I'd be like, shut up, go away. Shut up, stop being assholes. We are literally just trying to clean. And let us do our job. Like, kids are like really big butt cheeks sometimes. I think if I end up like, Okay. Why do people put gum under everything and in urinals? No, people do it in the urinals too. Oh my gosh, this reminds me when someone lit the trash can in the boys' bathroom on fire in my middle school. That was something that did happen, not in my grade, nor in the year that I attended school, but I remember that story being passed around because that happened for reals, bro. And then there's that other thing that happened, which was the principal cheating on his wife with a member of the staff. I don't know, I feel like my middle school stories are kind of wacky. My middle school stories. And then there was like this other time when I witnessed this guy going into the bathroom and I was like, oh boy. I prepared for the worst and apparently he pissed inside of his food tray. And that still had food in it, by the way, guys. And he then proceeded to throw it in the trash. And yummy, shut up. No, don't say yummy, it's bad. It's so bad. Okay. That pretty much says a lot about my chat room today, but yeah, it was, gosh. Yes. I was quite astonished by the gal. Listen, I hate it when people waste their food, okay? I was grown up and taught to always finish eating cleanly or whatever, like taught to never waste food because, especially in front of my great-grandma, because one of my great-grandmas, is really old and she's lived through stuff like famine and like stuff like that, so I've always been told to eat cleanly and all that stuff, and I'm like, okay, so being raised like that and seeing some kids just absolutely wasting their food is just so, it's like a thing that makes one of my veins pop out. Somehow, like, I feel like these days it's a little bit more different, but it's not that I waste food at all, like, as a difference, but it's just, oh man, I don't know. The things I've seen kids waste. Like, one time in the trash, I found an entire unopened bottle of, like, vitamin water. And it was unopened. It was just fresh vitamin water, just unopened, but just thrown in the trash for some reason. And I was like, what the heck, guys? That is... like, and one time someone threw away their lunch that still had an entire container that was full of apple juice, like an entire juice, like 2-3 juice boxes and other food that was still like wrapped up and stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude, like that stuff bothers me so much. Okay. It bothered me so much that one time I just literally picked it out of the trash just to eat it because I was like, I can't take it anymore. One time, all the boys were called to an unscheduled controlled. Someone pooped on the Okay, that's kind of funny. Like, the fact that they had an assembly. No, it was fine though. I didn't get sick. It was still wrapped up, you know. But I've picked out like things. I have picked out things from my school like trash can and eaten them. Because I got really mad at kids wasting food. Yes, it's okay. I'm still alive, which means that it didn't contain anything really harmful, you know. Raccoon egg. I'm not denying anything. I'm not denying anything or saying that it's true, but sometimes, you know, you just get the urge to, yeah. Anyways, that's part of my middle school lore. I don't know. I was just so mad that one day because all the other times I remember when we would also find like packs of gum that were unopened or just half finished in the trash can, and like it just bothers me so much, guys. Like I don't know what to say. Like, it's food. Stop it, guys. Yeah. I was taught to eat every single grain of rice. Yeah, me too, dude. Me too. Okay. Like, growing up, I was told to cleanly eat all of the rice from my bowl. You know, just eat it cleanly. Finish it up, guys. No biggie. I was told to eat everything I was given or else I'd starve. Sorry for laughing. Like, it's... Sorry for laughing. But, oh no. The way that some parents try and convince their kids to eat is just kind of hilarious to me sometimes. I say sometimes because sometimes it's not funny because they actually go through with, like, the starving part, and I'm like, that's messed up. Anyways, I better be able to see my reflection in the plate when you're back, boy. Why were you eat? Okay, okay. I see. Well, I don't know. I ate my veggies as a kid. I didn't like throw a fit or anything over any kinds of food. I was a pretty good kid growing up, not gonna lie. I was a pretty good kid growing up, and now I'm like Satan, or like worse. Forgot. I did cry, not us as adults starving so we can keep our figure. I did cry one time because I was given way too much food. Oh yeah, I understand that. I know how that feels. Let's see. Okay, so the ropes go... Suffering from success. Oh my god, that is wild. Wild stuff, guys. And then I tie a knot right here. You know, there's like schools where they like teach you how to do shibari, right? I don't know if any of you guys know what shibari is, but shibari is like the art of Japanese bondage, I guess is like the way I can say it. I don't know. And it's really cool. I will say that. Because these red ropes are reminding me of shibari. Because red ropes are usually like used for it. Oh man, there was this one school where you couldn't play until you finished your lunch. Isn't that like every school though? I don't know. Actually no, not all schools. Most of the time the schools don't care if you finish eating your lunch. As long as you like throw away your things and like clean up, you're okay. Let's see, and then it goes like... I'm like drawing this in a way where it's like pretty inconvenient. So I feel the last kid in the gym every day eating lunch crying. Oh my god. Dude, that's rough, bro. That's rough, buddy. I don't know. In general, I was a pretty quiet kid during those times. Sometimes I'd be fast, sometimes I'd be slow. Xenon mobs in my old baby star would hit me like, what? Figgins, are you okay? Like, are you okay? That does not sound okay at all. Wow. I'm good. Okay, but the babysitter part was like, what the heck? Dude, I don't think I've had many babysitters in general growing up. I don't know how. She was an old Asian lady. Super old school. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. No, corporal punishment. Corporal punishment is the way to go in those days. Okay. It was like... Literally food torture. That's why I just huff my food now. Yeah, I just try and eat at my own pace because I've had many instances in the past where I've thrown up from eating too fast or eating too much. Okay, guys? I've thrown up many times because of food. So it's never food poisoning though. I'll say that. But it's either because I've eaten too much or I've eaten too fast. And there was a time when, okay, no, never mind, it wasn't that time. But yeah, I'd take a bite of like a chew and oh my gosh, dude. You're like voring it. I should put it in a different way, but it's like Kirby. Yeah, listen. Sometimes that's like the first thing that comes to mind. I'm like, oh, it's like he's breathing in the food. Vocab. Yeah, listen, my vocab isn't the best sometimes when it comes to describing things. I mean, sure, I read a lot of English literature in the past, but like that doesn't mean that I actually use any of it. Oh my gosh, I keep using the wrong brush. It's this. Okay. No, lies. It looks so... Okay. I need to fix things up a little bit. I do remember going fishing one day on a boat and I bought me and I got seasick and I basically... Oh my god. Okay. I think the last time I threw up was because of blood loss, so it wasn't because of food. And she does not have these regular ass ears. She has like the much more pointed ones that are down below here. Let me just try and... Okay. Oh, shoot. I went over time. Okay, I have to end stream here. Thanks for everyone for coming, and I hope you have a good day and night. Goodbye.